Cabaret artist Katrin Hart and her colleague are rehearsing a piece by a Leipzig dialect poet. So it may be difficult to understand, even for those able to speak High German. The sketch was written by a specialist in Saxony slang. The two performers belong to the famous Akademikse cabaret group.
My name is Katrin Hart. I've been living in Leipzig since 1969 when I joined the Akademikse group. I decided to do cabaret because I always felt frustrated about certain circumstances and things that happen between people. Cabaret is great for expressing that.
Under the communist regime in East Germany, the Akademikse were known for their undercurrent of social criticism. But they're far from the only cabaret troupe in the city. Leipzig is arguably the German capital of the genre. Katrin puts it down to local people's curiosity.
Leipzig natives are incredibly open, which you only appreciate after being here a while. They're interested and want to know everything.
Katrin's first tip is a museum dedicated to allotment gardening. It includes a plot dating from the 19th century, still used by locals today. This particular garden is a favorite of locals who often stop by to admire the pom-pom dahlias.
Die Dahlien, wächst das bei Ihnen schön?
Ja, wunderbar.
Ja, ja.
Das ist die Pompon-Dahlie.
Ja, genau.
Allotment gardens are extremely popular in Germany, welcome oases of nature in urban environments. Signs on the fences reveal the profiles of former owners and inhabitants. And the range of small cottages is as diverse as the plants surrounding them.
This is the oldest allotment complex in Germany. We have a lot of different plants. And there's a lot of friendly people here who can show us how to live in nature.
Our next sightseeing recommendation is on a slightly larger scale. The monument commemorates the victory of anti-Napoleon coalition armies over French forces here in 1813.
The Battle of Leipzig took place 200 years ago, and the monument was dedicated 100 years later. So this year it's a double anniversary. Locals think it's a monster, like a ball and chain.
A comedian's exaggerated irony. But the monument is beautiful in its own way, she has to admit.
The sun's wonderful.
Next up, all aboard with Captain Bernd Herold. A trip along Leipzig's waterways is Katrin Hart's third recommendation. Not known as a city on the water, Leipzig is in fact home to a myriad of rivers, lakes, and streams. A boat trip provides an alternative perspective of the city's diverse architecture.
I love the canals. You don't see them from the street. You only realize how lovely it is here when you're actually on the water.
Leipzig has more than 450 bridges crossing its various waterways. That's more than in Venice. But don't lose your heads while enjoying your tour. Leipzig by boat, possibly the most relaxing way to see the city that Katrin Hart calls home.